back a year earlier. Let's go back to March 10th of 2011. I always did the radio station play-by-play for years. By the way, that's the greatest talent in the history of the school. Well, winning matters. So Damian Lillard. So Randy's recruiting him, and when he recruited him, I'm like, you really signed him, huh? Wow. We knew what he was in high school. So the Big Sky Championship softball game is going right now. Weber State, Sac State, and the men's sports team, what's the official drink of Weber State men's basketball? Coca-Cola, not the softball team. I know her all my years of flying back and forth to California doing my tide pool work. She, same flights, I'd be on the same. So I'm doing the play-by-play here. Exactly 1 year to the second before the Fukushima disaster. This is the house that the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate built in '75. It opened in '77. The merger of GE and the biggest corporate merger in U.S. history and Utah Construction. So we're here. So of course they're playing music in the background so nobody can get any videos. They get copyrighted. So I'm doing the play-by-play. Weber's ahead by 20 points at halftime. The play-by-play people for Montana's radio people, they looked at me and they says, there's a storm coming in, we're out. I says, you're really going to go home at halftime? Yeah, this game's over. They left. Second half starts, Weber's ahead by 23. Damian Lillard with the ball, the best free throw shooter in the history of the school. One of the best, leading the country at the time. Can't keep the ball in his hands, right? The lead goes from 23 to 18 to 15 to 16. Johnson in the second half, I don't think missed a field goal or a free throw the entire second half. So, Jeremy Sieglin, the great Jerry Harding. So, Joe Ballenboy, none of them ever played in a tournament, did they? Sieglin did. Harding didn't. Lillard never did. NCAA tournament. Next thing you know, Anthony Johnson's going off. Weber State can't make a free throw. 5, 3. Willard's right there looking at me. I'm right on the sideline. They lose. To the second. Later, many years later, Anthony Johnson does an interview and says, you never did that before, you never did that after. He went crazy. Second half, never missed a free throw or a field goal. And then he says, I had an out-of-body experience. So, as I'm fighting cancer, I got to come back out of the bone marrow transplant. The first thing I did was go to the bracket buster game in 2012 with my nurse, with a central line hanging out. Lillard's best game. They got a bracket buster game. They played that Texas Arlington team that was all that at home. Was good, really good. Lillard's best game, I think. And they drilled them. I'm like, they're going to get 11th seed. They're going to be so dangerous in the tournament. Believe it or not, Montana got a better record than they did by a fluke. Both have incredible records. The young Cherry, who came from the same AAU program in Oakland as Damian, beat him. So they didn't get to go to a tournament. I always said he would have been the number 1 pick in the NBA if they'd have gone to the tournament. And God, who knows how far they'd get. Why does this matter? Because I call it the Wattis curse. Nuclear Energy Crime Center that built this house. So these videos are important. That's her. This is the Big Sky Championship game being played right now. It's the 14th of May, 2022. Get this book up. She's all that. I run into her at the airport all the time because they play Sac State and those tournaments are in California, and I'm flying back doing the marine biology work. So back to the cancer. So they had apparently put it in the wrong dish. So Vincent Hansen calls, his secretary calls. I'm at my daughter's house. My daughter from New York, they're all here. He says, you're to check into the East State bone marrow transplant. I'm like, oh my God, no. My father died of this. Annika died of it. I knew right then. I started to cry. I broke down. It's over. It's leukemia. I thought maybe it was. It's done. Going to a bone marrow transplant. I know how this plays out. She says, no. Call him back. It's the secretary. I says, do you realize it's 11:11?